CPT Cox back with Lewis to complete our task 5.3D video reflection activity. For 5.3, kind of struggled a little bit, but that doesn't surprise anybody. I think we all kind of knew that this was going to be a difficult section for us. Low scores for the 3 questions. Our best score, I guess we could call our leading indicator, was question 2. Any student who has demonstrated competence adequate for high school graduation can begin working on and receive credit for college level work. This is our highest score for 5.3 based off the staff survey results. We had a 3.86, so a considerable amount lower than that 4.5 mark we want to shoot for. And this is also supported by, oops, I wrote 4.1 on here, but it's 5.1. This is the result of 5.1 on question 2 for the student survey, that once I have mastered all the learning goals that I need to graduate, I can begin working on and receive credit for college level work. This is considered our area of strength, I guess, because we have opportunities complex-wide for inmates to enroll in college courses or trade-specific type of curriculum. So we have these things called the ETV courses they can take on the tablets, and they have correspondence college courses here, and then various work study programs. So specifically, I'm a yard Bachman right now that's a working yard. So inmates that qualify, if they have the right custody level and the right work clearance, can come to Bachman and get jobs and start working in areas like HVAC, or they do some like truck maintenance stuff. They have a firefighting crew. So that's available on certain yards, but it's very unique here that they have those opportunities. So although this is our highest scoring survey response, it's still low. So kind of the things that we're seeing, first of all, a very high standard deviation. So we've got a 1.47 for staff and 1.53 for students. So again, this is kind of fluctuates on what yard you're at. If you are on a higher custody yard, you're a higher custody inmate, you have less of those opportunities available to you. So low custody, they can go and work even outside the complex. They can work outside, out beyond the wire. They have a lot more opportunities to advance in a career, type of development. So that standard deviation there, I'm sure, is because we're getting a lot of 1 scores or 2 scores on some yards, and maybe some 5s from a yard like the one I'm at. But there's still things that we could possibly do. Like the ETV, in theory, should be available on tablets, but not every inmate has a tablet. Sometimes they go missing or they're broken and they can't get a new one. Sometimes they don't have access to certain things because of the lack of Wi-Fi or just certain apps not loading. So some have a lot of success running ETV courses. Some can't access them. So that also, I think, is going to be one of the main reasons for the low score and the wide variance in our standard deviation. But the college courses, we're starting to kind of, I guess that'll go into our 4 box, but because our lagging and leading are kind of the same thing. So for the lagging, question 3, any student who has demonstrated competence adequate for high school graduation can begin working on and receive credit for work toward a trade or career area of interest to him or her. Again, low score. This one's way lower at 3.17, and again another high range, high number in the standard deviation, and kind of the same reasons. So our main push, I know Rio Salado College is now starting to kind of really set up shop here, where they're getting in and having face-to-face classes, mostly on like the business class side. So we're getting more opportunities for inmates to enroll into college courses, but it's just a struggle for them. It's mostly correspondence, so they have to mail out their work. It gets graded. Their new work gets mailed out back to them. Enrollment is not the easiest thing for them to do. A lot of them don't have access to things like transcripts or funds. A lot of them have to apply for a scholarship, and some of them will get denied because of either their crime or the last time they got like a behavior ticket. So there's lots of variables that go in that limit opportunities for the inmates to enroll in college. So it's not the easiest process, but we're here as an education staff. We can kind of help out with some of the enrollment stuff, requesting transcripts for them. If someone brings me an application or work, I can take it up to the Rio Salado box so that they can get that. So we try to help out where we can, but unfortunately it's not really our job. I mean, we focus on TABE and GED and high school stuff. So anything that's involved on the college end with Rio Salado or Ashland, which are our two community colleges that work out of Lewis, anything that happens with that is more kind of us doing them a favor or trying to help out. And I know we all do. Teachers here all try to help out as much as they can because it's, you know, kind of our job. It's our profession to promote and assist where we can in education. So we are doing our best with that. Like I said, it just kind of depends on the yard that you're on, the inmate population you're working with, of whether or not a lot of these things are feasible. So we would like to be better. We've been trying to do a lot of things to promote college, and we're trying to get a lot of our students. I got 3 TAs that are working in my classroom that I've all been promoting the ETB. They all enroll each quarter and do their courses, but we're kind of limited. Our hands are kind of tied in how much we can impact a lot of these things to get our students into college readiness or career readiness once we're done with them on the TABE and GED side. But definitely an area of emphasis as far as HRS goes. This is probably the lowest that we've scored on any of our surveys. So the area that we're lacking in, and this is going to be a lot more than what we can do as a teacher staff. It's got to be a heavy coordinated attack from the administration on the correction side, state funding, state involvement. It's going to take a lot for us to improve the availability for inmates to get into things like career technical classes and college courses. But we do our part. I'd say that most of us are pretty committed to making sure that where and when we can help inmates get enrolled in these courses, we definitely do our part. So we're going to continue with that. We're going to help out where we can and just kind of hope and push for more opportunities for them to come along within the environment that we teach in.